Hey guys, and welcome to another video of mine today. Today we will be talking about the Umbrella Academy, the Netflix original series that's based off the Umbrella comic book series, which I have already done and reviewed on that, so you can check it out on my channel. So I was really hoping that this show could pretty much uh, amplify the comic book because I didn't really enjoy the comic book series as much, but the show did not do it for me at all. Mostly because of the changes that they made, which I get. The comic book was crazy enough as it is that to do the to do it, and a true adaptation of that type of story would take a way bigger budget than they already had, which you can tell with Pogo and all that stuff. That was the big thing with Pogo, because he's only in it for like a few episodes, even for one scene for that episode. Um, so yeah, the Umbrella Academy series. Well, I don't like the changes that they did. Like like in the comic book, the family was very dysfunctional. Like um, Greek Greek mythology dysfunctional. I would put them under as um, in in this show they toned it down, but enough for it to kind of work for that show. They changed a lot of the characters. Like I don't think the guy who talks to ghosts, or sees the dead, I should say. Sorry, he's not gay in the comic like at all. Um, Diego, the throwing knife guy, he was his own character. For some reason, they added um, another kid in there called Ben, but he died. So it's like there was no point at all to have Ben in there except for that last episode. Um, I it was I really don't like this show at all. Sorry if you like it, but I don't. Um, Vanya as Alan Page. Sorry, Alan Page as Vanya. Yeah, she's alright. She didn't go crazy like her comic book counterpart did. Like her comic book counterpart went real nuts. The guys like Hazel and Cha-Cha. Uh, I did like them, but uh, they weren't like in the first volume of the comic book series. They weren't in there at all. Um, hey, I think Hazel and Chacha was supposed to be those like Nazi dudes that showed up in Volume Two, because of the bear helmets or whatever the fuck that was. Um, they've added some new characters like the detective. She's an original character for the show. She made absolutely no point to the story at all. There was no point in having her in other for Diego to have his vengeance. That's purely the whole reason why she's there, to to get Hazel and all of those guys together for that one fight at the end. But with Luthor, it's number one. Uh, the monkey suit, the gorilla suit. It's like, what the fuck was that? In the comic, it's just had like a massive suit. Um, it wasn't a gorilla suit at all. It was just like it was a massive cyborg suit or something like that. Um, yeah. What else is there? Allison, um, who is the rumor girl. Uh, at the start of the comic, she's a mute. Like, she doesn't talk at all. But they decided to do her mute thing right at the last few episodes for some reason. Because there was a whole reason why she didn't want to talk anymore in the comic books, in the comic book series, because of what she did to her daughter, which is what they showed in the show, but they didn't show in the comics, which I thought was a good add-on to that. But what else is there to talk about? Well, there's a lot of things to talk about. Like, for some reason, when they revealed that Luther was wearing a gorilla suit, for some reason, I don't know why, but they shot it really dark. Like, what was the point of that reveal scene if you just gotta have no lighting at all? That bit made no sense whatsoever. It's like, it didn't really get good until like the last few episodes. That's where the whole budget went. You can tell where the whole budget went with that final fight scene with Vanya, the moon breaking apart. That was definitely their budget. Pogo really shouldn't have been there, to be quite honest with you. Yeah, they changed a hell of a lot in there. But when season 2 comes around, I will be watching it. But I just didn't like it, so hopefully it improves. I think at this point they're just doing their own thing, because number 5 was my favorite character in the comic books because it focused mainly on him. But yeah, it's just like the agency that Fives works at played a big role in it in this show than the comic books, which I liked. But they changed a hell of a lot. Like the guy, like the head person for Fives' time travel agency, Gloria. In the comics, she's a fish bowl with a fish inside it. That's pretty much it. Obviously, for budget reasons, they had to scrap that idea. But it would have been hell of funny. I gotta give props to the guy who plays number 5. He did a very good job with playing the old guy in a child's body. He did a fantastic job with that. Props to him. But yeah, it's just like, wasn't doing it for me. But I will watch season 2 because I love continuations. So we'll see where they go from here. So it looks like but with Diego and his Vietnam thing, that came in later, like volume 2 at best, right after they beat Vanya. So I don't know why they changed that around. But I wonder for that cliffhanger bit that they did with Fives doing the whole big time travel thing, reverse the time. I wonder if they're going to do the Vietnam storyline, which I doubt that they did because they already done it with Diego, which, to be honest with you, they should have done in the next season. But hey, it is what it is. So that's my thoughts on the Netflix adaptation of the Umbrella comic book series. So yeah, alright guys, that's it for now, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.